Hey guys, once again welcome back in our video series of C programming by Tech Booster. So guys, here in this video we'll continue with our string topic, and here we'll check out the library functions for string. Like if you want to manipulate any of your string, in that case many functions are available, but in order to use those particular functions you need to include your string.h header file. So here this particular header file will include all the functions that you need to manipulate your string. So here in this video I've considered few of the functions which you will be using on regular basis. Apart from this, there are a few other functions which you can just Google out, but in maximum of your cases you will be using these functions only. And here my first function is strlen. This particular function is used to get the length of a particular string, that is how many characters you have in that particular string, but excluding the null character. This is very important. Like as I told you before, whenever you consider any string, at the end you will be having a null character, but while you use this particular function strlen, your null character won't be calculated. This will give you your exact number of characters. So how to use this particular function? For this, let me open my code block again, and here we'll start with our header file stdio.h. Include stdio.h. Now here in this case, even though if you don't include your header file string.h, your compiler will give you your output. Like here I'm using code block, so code block will give me my output, but I will have few warnings here. Let me first of all show you without including my header file. So here let me directly use my main function. So this is my main, and here I need to consider a string. Okay, so in order to consider string, I need to consider char as my data type, and let my string be a, and here let me include take. Okay, so here in this case I have 4 characters, and if you want to print your number of characters, I need to consider another variable. Let me consider it as v, as my number of character will always be an integer. That's the reason my data type here is int. Now here I will use strlen, and then within this parenthesis you need to consider your string. My string here is a. Now if you want to print this one, I will printf length is %d comma v. So this will give me my length, and then return 0. Now once you run this one, hopefully you will have your output. You can see here I have my warnings. You have your output here, length is 4, but you have warnings here. So in order to get rid of this warning, you need to include your header file string.h. So here once you include your header file, include string.h. Now we are done. Now once again you run this one, you won't have any warning here. Now this is my output, length is 4, and you can see I have 0 warning. So guys, this is the way how you need to use your strlen function to get length of a particular string. Now the next function that we have here is our strcpy. So here basically this function is used to copy one of your string and place it in another string. So here my syntax is strcpy s1 comma s2. So here what I am doing, I am copying the string that I have in s2 and I am storing it in s1. So how to use this particular thing? For that again I will use my code block, and here in this case let me consider my first string to be a. Let me consider another string here. Let me consider it to be char b. So this is my new string. Now what I will do, I will copy my take and I will place it in b. So in order to copy, my function here will be strcpy. Now here what I will do, b comma a. So here your a will be copied and placed in b. Now I can use my printf function. Printf string in b is %s, as this is my string, comma b. Now once you run this one, you can see, okay, so I need to specify my size here. So you need to specify your size. Let it be 30. As I've told you previously, what is the meaning of size? 30. Okay. What's my error here? My size is missing, so let me just consider this one. Char B30. Okay, I'm done. Now if you run this one, you can see you will have your output take. Take is now been copied in B. So guys, this is the way how you need to use your function strcpy. So our next function here is your strcat, that is used to concatenate two of your string, like to add two strings. Like if you have one string s1 and other string is s2, you can add two strings by using this function strcat. Let me show you this one as well. So again, here in this case, you can see once we copy this one, my output will be stored in s1. I have two string s1 and s2. So here after using this function, my output will be stored in s1. So here I have A, so let me consider B. Here let me consider my B to be your booster. Okay, here I can consider a space, because if you don't use space, your take and booster will be together. So you need to have a space. I'm using the space here. Now what I'll do, I'll just use cat and then A comma B, because I want to have my A first and then B, and then my output will be stored in A. So here I'll write A. Now once you run this one, okay, again here missing terminating character. Okay, so here I need to use this double inverted comma. So now once again, if you run this one, you can see your string in B is take booster. Okay, so here this one should be A, but no issues with this one. My output is take booster. So this is the way how you can concatenate two of your strings. Now my next function here is strlwr. This is basically used to lowercase your string. Like if you have a string here in this case, I have my take. Here T is my capital, but if you use strlwr A, now if you want to print this particular A, let me remove this particular message, let it be your %s A. Now once you run this one, you can see you will have take but in small, because I have used this strlwr function. If I consider all my characters to be capital, and now if you run, even then all your character will be lowercase. Now you can see this is the way how you can use your strlwr function. Similarly, if you want to convert all your characters in uppercase, you can use another function strupr. Now here in this case, let me use B, and here in B you can see only my B is in uppercase and all other characters in lowercase. Now if you convert this one in uppercase and if you print this one, you can see you will have booster, but all your characters here will be in uppercase. So this is the way how you can use your strlwr function and strupr function. My next function here is your strcmp, that is your compare string. Here you can compare two of your string, like I have two string here, s1 and s2. You can compare your two string, but your output will be an integer, that is your output will either be 0, +1 or -1. So what do you mean by this one? Let me show you this one with an example. So here in this case, let me consider, here I have considered take, let me consider Manoj, M-A-N-O-J, and again I'll consider Manoj here. So I am comparing two text, two string A and B, and both of my string are same. So let me just consider another variable, because my output will be integer. So let me consider v equals to strcmp A comma B. I'm comparing A with B. Now I'll store my output. My output here will be %d, because this is integer. Now as both the strings are same, if you run, your output will be 0. Once you run this one, you can see, okay, so here my output is 1, so there may be something missing. Okay, you can see I have a space here, so let me remove the space. Both of your string need to be exactly same. Now once you run, you can see your output is 0, because your string is exactly same. Now here in this case, if I write O in place of A, Here you can see my first string A is MANOJ and my second string B is MONOJ. So my second character here is varying. In my A I am having A and in my B I am having O. Now if you run this particular program and if you check out your output, here your output will be -1. This is taking more time than expected. Okay, so here you can see my output here is -1. So why -1? So in order to understand this one, we need to know the ASCII value of all these characters. So in order to get the ASCII value of these characters, I have opened this ASCII table. Here you can see the ASCII value of small a is 97 and the ASCII value of small o is your 111. So here in my case, my first character is A, that is I am comparing A with B. So here A minus O, if I subtract the ASCII value of A with ASCII value of B, in that case we will have a negative value. That's the reason my output here is -1. Similarly, if you write MO here and MA here, and now if you run this one, in this case you will have your output as +1. Now if you run this one, okay, so here you can see my output is +1. Here what I am doing, I am subtracting the ASCII value of small o with ASCII value of small a, and this is a positive value. That's the reason my output here is +1. So while you use this particular function strcmp, you will always have either -1, 0 or +1. Now I hope this particular function is clear, and here in this particular video I will cover these particular functions only. There are a few other functions which you can try on your own, but in most of your cases, as I have told, you will be using these functions only. Now I have an assignment for you. You can see this is our assignment. Calculate the length of a string without using the inbuilt function strlen. So my assignment here is, you will have to consider a string and calculate the length of that particular string without using this function, and just by using the concepts which you have till now. So this is your assignment. You can try this one on your own, and if you have not been able to solve this one, you can continue your video again from here, because I will give you the solution here as well. So your solution here will be, what I will do, I will just clear all these things and I will use this particular program only to get this particular solution. So here, even though if you don't use this particular header file string.h, no issues with it, because I won't be using this function strlen. So here what I will do, first of all, let me consider a character. Let it be chara equals to take. So here my output should be 4, because I have 4 characters here. So how to get that? As I have told you, at the end of your string you will always have your /0 character. So I will use that particular thing in my condition. I will use that particular thing in my condition to calculate my number of characters. So what I will do, I will just use a for loop here. So what I will do, let me consider a global variable here, int I. So this is my global variable. For I equals to 0, I am starting from 0. I less than 1000. You can consider 1000, 1 lakh, doesn't matter, because here in this case I will use my break statement. We went through what is break statement, and then I plus plus. Now here I will use my condition if ai is equal to your /0, then we'll break this loop, break. So once this particular condition is satisfied, that is once you reach your last character, you will come out of this loop and we will calculate our number of I, and once you print this I, this will give you the number of characters you have in this particular string. Now I will print this one here, printf length of this string is percentage d, because this is an integer, and then I. Hopefully this will give me my output. I'll use my return function here. Okay, I am done. So now once you run this one, let us see what will be our output. So I have an error here. What is my error? Expected. Okay, so I haven't used semicolon here. Once again, let us run this one. And now once again, if you run, okay, so here you can see length of this string is 4. So I am having my output. Length of this string is 4. If you change this one, if I make it take booster, so how many characters we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. My output here should be 12, including this space. Now once again, if I run this particular program, you will have your output as 12. Okay, so here you can see my output is 12. Length of the string is 12. So guys, this is the way how you can get the length of a particular string even without using your strlen function, and this is our assignment. So guys, I hope your assignment is clear, and now you are clear with what is string and how to use your string. So with this, I will be winding this video here. Hope everything is clear, and even though if you have any doubt, you can just go through the video and definitely everything will be clear for you. So I'll see you in my next video. Till then, goodbye and take care. Bye bye.